Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum class. Welcome to English grade 8. I'm your instructor Zia Ahmed. Students, we are on our unit 7. Today we are going to cover a student's learning outcome that talks about finding appropriate synonyms and antonyms and how we can use and choose the best of them in our sentences. So now let's read our SLO. It says, use thesaurus and dictionary to locate synonyms or antonyms according to the context and use in writing. Yes, we have two resource materials with us that are suitable for this purpose, and to fulfill the learning outcome, we can use a thesaurus which is having different synonyms and antonyms of one word, which means the similar words and the opposite words. We also can use the dictionary to do the same thing. We will locate synonyms or antonyms according to the context. It means we have to choose the most appropriate synonym if we want to replace our word with another word, and same goes with the antonym as well. Now, the learning outcome is clear. Let's begin the lesson with a very quick brainstorming session. So, today we have a prompt that you have to think about is think of a word you know. I hope that you have selected the word in your mind. Can you think of other words that mean the same thing, which we call synonyms? Or the word that you have selected, can you think of the opposite word, also called antonyms? And how does the context of a sentence help you choose the right word? Since there are so many similar words and opposite words, but they actually differ in their meaning in some sense. So we have to choose the right synonym and the right antonym. Now, I hope that the word that you have selected or noted down on your notebook, you can either make a list of the similar words and also the words in the opposite form, in the opposite meaning. So do this activity quickly and we can begin our lesson. All right, so let's talk about synonyms. We already know. Let's give a quick recall. A synonym is a word or a phrase, the meaning of which is the same or nearly the same. Either the meaning can be totally same or it can be close to it or nearly the same as another word or phrase. Words that are synonyms are described as synonymous. If two words are similar in their meaning, we can call them synonymous with one another or to each other. For example, you have the word happy. The synonym or the synonymous words can be joyful and elated. If you want to say I'm happy and you want to choose any other word that is similar, you can say I am joyful, I am elated, etc. All of these words are synonymous to one another and they are synonyms of each other. Now, let's talk about the antonyms. An antonym is a word or a phrase that means the opposite, unlike the synonym of another word or phrase. For example, we have a word cold. Now, if something is cold, the opposite will be not cold, which means it is hot. They are antonyms of each other. And similarly, we can find so many opposite words of one word. Now, to put this in practice, to actively do it, we need a thesaurus or a dictionary. You can access them in the hard form with you, or you can access them on digital platforms, websites like thesaurus.com or dictionary.com. You can access Oxford's Learner Dictionary. You can also use mobile phone applications in different, they are also available in different devices. So, if we want to learn synonyms and antonyms, we must consult a thesaurus or a dictionary. Now, a thesaurus, it's same like a dictionary. It is a book that lists words in alphabetical order and gives a list of synonyms for each word. They often provide a list of antonyms too. There are lots of them online that you can access easily. So learn how do you use the platform or the physical dictionary or thesaurus or that is available on the different forums and in the digital form. Now students, here we have a word, admit. We are supposed to find the synonym or the word having similar meaning of admit. What is it? Is it confess, lively, to, or quantity? Now, the synonym of admit over here is confess. How? Let's see. Admit means to accept or acknowledge something. I admit, or she admitted, or he admitted, accepted, or acknowledged. Confess also means the same, so we can say that admit and confess are synonymous. Confess means to accept or acknowledge something as well. Hence, they are synonyms or synonymous of each other. For example, I confess that I did it, or I admit that I did it. So they are interchangeable, they can be used in place of each other. Now, let's talk about antonyms. Now, what is the word that comes to your mind, the opposite word of the word dangerous? Is it wrong? If something is not dangerous, then is it wrong? Is it safe, safety, or risky? Yes, students, find out quickly so we can get the right answer. The antonym of dangerous is safe. If something is not dangerous, then obviously it is safe. Not safety, because it is the concept of safe is safety, but we just want the name of the concept. That's why we chose the word safe as our correct antonym of the word dangerous. Now, let's talk about some more activities. I want you to read it with me and think about the appropriate word. Now, here we have to choose the appropriate synonym. Most children are happy when it is the school holidays. Now, Jack thought that the joke was funny. The sun shone brightly in the sky. Can you find synonyms for each of these highlighted words? Yes. Most children are elated or joyful when it is the school holidays. So we can use the word joyful over here. Jack thought that the joke was funny. We have so many words that mean the same thing as funny, like the word hilarious. So we can say that Jack thought that the joke was hilarious. The sun shone brightly in the sky. How can we choose a word that replaces brightly? Yes. Now, we can say that the sun shone with full light or with so much shine, and you can use other words that are synonymous to the word brightly. Now here, let's do this activity with antonyms. I hope that you're following it. Yesterday was a hot day. Clouds moved slowly across the blue sky. The old man walked slowly down the road. Can we choose the opposite words? Yes. Yesterday was a cold day. Clouds moved slowly. We can say fast. Old can be young or energetic, and there are so many opposite words for the word old. In this way, we selected the appropriate antonym in our sentence. Now, when we are looking at a thesaurus or a dictionary, we find so many words, either they are synonyms or antonyms. How do we choose the best one? So usually the first synonym is the closest and strongest synonym that we have. So first let's see, the word is choose. It is a verb, and we have words like select, pick, pick out, opt for, plumb for, settle on, decide on, fix on, appoint, name, nominate, vote for. So all of these words are synonymous to the word choose. Now let's look at the first word, select. This is the strongest and closest meaning to replace the word choose. For example, in the entry for choose, the first synonym given is select. Given its position, the chances are that select will be a good replacement for choose in a sentence. Now, if I say, I chose the best clothes, you can also say, I selected the best clothes. I picked out the best clothes. So all these are synonyms. Now, here is an activity with a word bank given. Now, let's see how we can solve it. So, students, be very much attentive. We have to read the sentences below, change the underlined words that are over here with the words that are given in the word bank. His uncle brought birthday present wrapped in red paper. Now, how would we replace it? Present will be either funny, joyful, present, thief, price, mistake. So there is no synonym given over here. We can say it is present or gift. Gift is also a present. So we can also choose the word, even if it's not here, gift. Next, my dad knows a lot of hilarious jokes. We know hilarious is funny. So we can say that my dad knows a lot of funny jokes. My mom will not buy me the toy because the cost is too expensive. Cost means price. And next, Max got a low score on the test because he had a lot of errors. Why do we get low scores on the test? Because of mistakes. So mistake is the right synonym of error. Mistake. The burglar stole diamonds and gold from the store. Now, who steals? We know that a thief steals. So the right synonym for burglar will be thief. And that's how we first read the sentence and find and recall the closest meanings, the synonyms, and then replace them. Here, students, again, we have the same activity but with antonyms. So let's read the first one. The math test was very difficult. It means easy. The opposite is easy. My mom braids my straight hair in the morning. Straight means something that is straight, but the opposite of straight is curly. We have curly hair. I took the dull pencil from the pencil case. Or dull pencil that you are unable to write with, so you need a sharp pencil. This is the opposite of dull. Corey laid his head down on the hard pillow. Hard's antonym is soft. Ali brought a new car this weekend. Bought. The opposite is sold. So we can say Ali sold a new car this weekend. So you can clearly see that we have selected the best antonyms from the question bank, from the word bank. Now, here is a list. You can watch this video to learn more about synonyms and antonyms, how do they work, and how you can choose the best one which automatically fits in and also does not change the whole meaning of the sentence. Here is your worksheet where you're supposed to select the synonyms and also later on the best antonyms from the word bank. Students, here are your resources. You can get them in the description of the video. It will be provided to you to solve them and put your knowledge into practice. You can also get a skill sheet where you can practice a lot of different words. There will be sentences, but the highlighted, the bold words should be replaced with either synonyms or antonyms according to the question. Thank you so much, students. I hope that you're doing really well in your lessons. See you in the next video lesson. Take care of yourselves and Allah Hafiz.